Hi, this is Will with My Spiritual Clarity. Today's video is about own it. You are the expert in the room. And this is for healers, coaches, and therapists because we often have clients that come in and we want to be good spiritual people and not be too controlling, which is good. I'm not saying to be controlling, but it can lead to a lot of self-doubt and feeling like an imposter, feeling like a fraud, or at least hesitation. So I want to help you be empowered to know that you are the expert in the room. And this is all in the lead up to my Be Empowered to Grow Your Healing practice, the essential skills for healers to grow their business. And in that course, I'm going to give you way more tips and tricks and tools and strategies. And I'm going to give you as much as I can in these videos, all leading up to it. So that's what we're in for today. So you are the expert in the room. I just had this with a client the other day, and she was very stressed out because she would have clients come in and she had at least 3 modalities that she could do with them. She had astrology and others that I'm not going to mention just for privacy's sake, but astrology was one. So they would come in for one thing, and she would just know, if I could just do a bit of a chart reading for them, and I'm paraphrasing because I'm not an astrologer, if I could just do a bit of a chart reading, man, I could really help empower their whole business, their whole relationship, their whole health journey. If I could but it feels weird because that's not what they came in for, etc. And I helped her to see in this session that she is the expert in the room. Now, that doesn't mean that client comes in looking for, health coaching, and instantly she says, "Oh, no, you don't need that. You need astrology." Yeah, there's a disconnect there. But it also doesn't mean that if it's really what's called for, that she's going to say, "Oh, no, we're going to stay with the health coaching. I'm not going to bring up astrology at all." She's going to be the expert of the room, which means she's going to ask for permission. She's going to contract for shifting to her specialty, what she knows is going to help. I'll use myself as an example. I have healers that come to me all the time. They say they have a visibility issue. They want to grow their practice. They want to grow their business. And I will say, for sure, we can talk about business strategy, absolutely, and visibility strategy and what to post. And from what you've shared so far in these first 20 minutes of the session and your intake form, so I share what I'm using as data here, and intuitively and what I'm picking up from you of everything that you've shared, you don't have a visibility issue, or at least not primarily. You have a people-pleasing issue. You've got a fear of what people think of you issue. You've got a helper's paradox thing going on. And I explain the helper's paradox, and I say, that's where I think we really need to focus. Now, we can stick with the business strategy. We can absolutely do that. But, or rather, after working with, for me, hundreds and hundreds of clients around the world, I think the best bang for your buck is going to be a deep dive on the helper's paradox. What do you think? So I've clearly stated where I think we should go. I'm the expert in the room, but I'm also not going to steamroll and say, it's this or nothing. There have been a few times in my career where I did have to say, sorry, it's this or nothing. There's nowhere else to go. There's no other wiggle room. That's a bit of a different case. So I want you to be empowered to know that you're the expert in the room. If you know that astrology is needed, or human design, or limiting belief clearing modality, whatever modality you have that you know is the thing, speak up. You are the expert in the room. They're coming to you for a result. They're not coming to you to have you ask them, what do you think we should do all the time? There's a time and a place for that. They're coming to you as the expert. Own it. And there are ways to own it. There are ways to position that. There are ways to have honest language, which I'm going to get into in way more detail in the course. How do you be honest about your expertise if it's not that well developed yet? How do you not pretend like you've got it all figured out when you're either new or relatively new? How do you be honest about that and still have people want to work with you and still sign up? It was a dream for me when I had a client say to me that she shared with a potential new client that she was brand new and hadn't done the particular modality that they were coming in. She had other modalities, but this other modality was a new one for her. And she shared that with this client, and the client said, "Great, I'm so excited to be your first client for this." And the client signed up as a paid client. And that was made me so happy because she used this practice of this tool strategy of honest language, and it made a big difference. So I hope you'll come and join us for the Essential Business Skills course that's coming up. I'll put the link below. Would love to see you there. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.